Lisa, we have made it to Psalm 100. St. Clair, pray for us. Yeah, okay. She didn't say anything, but
Amen?
she made some faces. Well, our Buzzsprout listeners won't see you moving.
Oh, well.
So we'll have to put some emoji sounds or something in for that.
Well, I can describe what I was doing.
What were you doing?
Put my hands up a little bit, and I rocked back and forth, celebrating.
Okay. That's good. So I'm Deacon Dave.
I'm Layperson Lisa.
Welcome to the Deacon Dave and Layperson Lisa show. Welcome back,
100
everybody.
Psalms.
Let's get her done.
You know what else is going to have 100 episodes?
What?
The Silence in a Year.
Wow, it's going to have
100 episodes.
It's going to have 3.65 times 100 episodes.
But I think 100 miles. 100 miles on the Camino is a big marker, as is 100 Psalms, as is 100 days on a year of silence.
Silence in a year.
A year of silence is a whole different
If nobody listens to it, it'll be very silent.
Oh, I'll listen.
Thank you. We'll have at least one listener. I'll listen to it myself. So
yes,
we'll have two. So go ahead, Lisa. Psalm 100.
Oh, a psalm of thanksgiving. Shout joyfully to the Lord, all you lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful song. Know that the Lord is God. He made us. We belong to him. We are his people, the flock he shepherds. Enter his gates with thanksgiving, his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. Good indeed is the Lord. His mercy endures forever. His faithfulness lasts through every generation.
All right. We have finished 100 Psalms. I think we should just not even say anything. No, I'm just kidding. So what jumped out at me, Lisa, was serve the Lord with gladness.
Okay.
And so like in ministry, right? People are involved in ministry.
Yes.
And wherever there are people, because the church is full of sinners, right?
Yes.
It's really easy for us to be serving the Lord in ministry and not doing it with gladness.
Yes. Because I think sometimes it turns into more of a job.
Yes.
Or like, I have to do this week, instead of like, oh, yeah, I get to do this week and serve, God or serve people, whatever type of ministry it is. And instead of like, oh, it's 8:00. I got to go in and do this.
That's one way. The other way is sometimes I think we lose gladness when we have a desire to have too much control over a particular ministry.
Yeah.
Right? Or we don't think things are going the way they should be going.
Yeah.
And I think the question that I've learned to help ask myself, right, when this may happen to me is okay, God, what is it you're calling me to? Okay. And so if you're in a ministry and you're struggling or you're maybe angry or you're frustrated and you're like, well, why aren't they doing this? Or they should be doing this. Mm-hmm. Stop. I'm going to ask you to politely stop and turn to the Lord in prayer and go, okay, Lord, in these situations, what are you calling me to? What are you calling me to do? Mm-hmm. Because he's not calling us to frustration and anger and hurt and disappointment. No, it's not. That's not what he's calling us to. Mm-hmm. He may be calling us to something we don't want to swallow, right? Mm-hmm. But it's for our own good because his providence is better than ours.
Yes.
And so the challenge here is, and it doesn't have to just be ministry. It could be work. It could be a family situation.
Yeah.
It could be anything where we're not sensing the fruit of the Spirit, Lisa.
Right.
And we need to look at God and go, okay, God, what is it you're calling? Not everybody else.
Right.
But me to do.
Right.
Your thoughts, Lisa.
On that or my?
Whatever you want to do, Lisa. This is your show.
Well, no, I that makes a whole lot of sense because I know like sometimes in the past I've gotten frustrated because like things didn't go the way I wanted to, so it was like a control thing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I get that. But what jumped out to me is we belong to him.
Yes. Speak on that, Lisa.
Well, and it kind of ties into what you were saying because if we keep our eyes on like why did we start doing this ministry or why did we start doing this?
Yep.
It's because we want to serve God or we want to love people around us like we're called to do. When we keep that perspective, then I think it, like you were saying, Deacon Dave, I think it helps us to kind of keep focused on why we're there. And then we could ask God, okay, now what do you want me to do? Sometimes we're called to a different direction or
right.
To maybe take a step back. So
sometimes we're called to the alternate route on the Camino.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the whole goal of the Camino was to grow closer to God, right?
Yes.
Of course, you and I wanted to make sure we walked every step.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it was really to grow closer to God. And I think on some days, because of situations, it could be the weather, the terrain, maybe me making you mad, any of these things could.
I don't think that was the origin, but okay.
Well, but
that was a result.
Yeah, but could help us, we could lose our focus, like you said, which I think is a really good point on. Ultimately, what is what is he calling us to? What does he want for us?
Yeah.
And it's not any of that stuff.
Right.
And when we just stop in the path and go, okay, Lord, please remind me of why you're calling me to do this, because I've lost sight of that.
Right.
I think that would be very helpful for us in any of a number of situations.
Yeah, I think anytime an obstacle comes in our way, then instead of being like, oh no, this again, or oh no, how am I going to take care of this? No, just allow God to enter into the situation and guide us through it. And then I think the result will be better.
It's definitely going to be better if you bring God into it.
Yeah.
I'm Deacon Dave.
I'm personally.
See you next time.
Bye.
100.